NFL's oldest and most storied franchise.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Williams. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 2-2 Atwell. From 4 yards out. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Hurts rolling to his left. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Rams are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 50, Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nakobe Dean coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And it is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. Hurts sets up to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay game. When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Bobby Brown able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Here's Hurts to throw. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Stafford on 1st down. Finding Williams on the check down. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Off the draw, here's Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Here's Ethan Evans now. He'll return it from the 6. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. And how about that? A gain of 15 there on 4th and 10.
And that's a big pickup on the first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Out to the left there, and complete to the tight end, Goddard. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. We'll take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their run.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and a big sack at that. This remains a 1-point game. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game, where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal, and get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment. But welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This taken in right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They go play action with Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts sliding out of the pocket. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring out the third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Shreds him with a stiff arm. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. They'll go to Barkley again. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Hurts will throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, here's Stafford. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
On first down, it's Stafford. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. First target, first catch, and a first down. Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Eagles! Saquon Barkley, 40 yards. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it's capped off by a receiving touchdown from Saquon Barkley.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The football going back to the Rams now. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Stafford.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Rams.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now Stafford.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle him almost on the spot. That means
and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Well, this drive, they're perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
They'll find a man over the middle. 2-2 Atwell.
Almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he is going to have the Rams first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1.
He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now Stafford, and not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary, partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Touchdown, Allen!
Cooper Kupp,
34 yards.
and the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now to bring him back to the backfield, I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss Loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
At the Rams' 42-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Out to his left. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Darian Kendrick on the tackle.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away.
Try to take this home, they'll run.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So they say he went out of bounds, came back in, then touched the football.
Can't be the first guy to touch it when you come back in bounds. That's why the penalty goes against him. Have to know where you are on the field.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
So now Stafford and the Rams down by 11. 1:51 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Here's Stafford. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Under pressure, they got him again.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
They snap it to Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Reed Blankenship.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick-6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And the Rams now coming out on the field.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Here comes the Rams punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. It's fielded at the 45. And bulldozing his way through. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages.
And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game play a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is the execution of that play because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And taken right at the 35.
Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a